the state capitol building as we come to you from Sport. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game and the Denver Broncos. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had... In the backfield is Anderson. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible.
Football, if there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They go play action here on first down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be good for a Denver first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's Simeon now on second down. That's caught at the 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're ready. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
Carr now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The referees are watching this closely. Defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
On first down, Carr. And his pass incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red, you go Riley. Riley, oh, baby, alert, alert.
Here's Carr to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one.
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. And they'll wind up taking over there in their own territory inside the 40. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Action now, Barney, Barney.
Simeon on first down. They find some open field here. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Here we go now.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 71 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down. But you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still...
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Again, Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. Oh, nice move. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On first down, Murray. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down now, C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told, and the Raiders will take possession. Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing deep for Murray. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Oakland. And even 40 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something like that, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Jackson now, Barney.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No. Check.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Barney.
10th carry now for Anderson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now Carr. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw is Simeon. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And he'll get 17 yards there. And it's a first down for the Broncos. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On second down, here's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This series on the ground, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. A final shot before break, Simeon. And he floats one there, incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this 8. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Carr to throw on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Whoosh. Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They start the drive with Anderson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
To throw on second is Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Here we go. 3-19.
They give it to Anderson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Green, 39.
Booker on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watching now, Barney.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Let's go. Watching now, Barney.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Denver.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Carr. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or see the field and make a run as we just saw there.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, Simeon again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ben Heaney in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw, Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own 1, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Check 52. Check 52. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
The play clock's running down. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing his car on third down. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Murray. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Third and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Olawale from 3 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Simeon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. On first and 10, Simeon. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Green with a catch left side. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing again is Simeon. That one complete to Anderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sean Smith, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They come out here in the eye. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr going to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
Enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that.